Good morning, guys. Today it is a little bit of an overcasty day, so we're watching out for rain, but we are heading down to a different little village on the island where we are going to be going to the beach down by the port where we actually came in the first day. And then there's another little cool village that we drove by on the taxi the other day that we're going to go try and check out too. So we'll just walk over there from there. So we're going to go down to the end of to the piazza here and then try to get a taxi, because we're going to get a taxi to go to the port on Saturday. So we're going to try to figure out if taxis are just sitting there, if we have to call one again. So we're just going to see if they're available, try to work that out. But yeah, so we're going to go down there. Hopefully it doesn't rain. We can get some rays on the beach and just hang out. Right down there is where we're trying to go. There are taxis here waiting for us, so we'll just hop down there, and it's going to be a really short, like 5-10 minute ride.
So we just got dropped off at this little port town that we're just gonna explore and wander around today, but we're just in awe of this water. It is the most clear, beautiful water we've ever seen. Like, you can just see straight to the bottom. It's gorgeous. We're just gonna stare at it all day probably.
So down here by the port is definitely the more touristy area. There's just a lot more restaurants and everything, and we think it's because there's actually hotels down here. Up in the capital we're staying, there aren't actually any hotels. So like, you know, we're just staying in an Airbnb. So the pickings for restaurants are kind of slim up there, but it's still really neat getting to stay up there and have the amazing views from our balcony every morning and evening, but then also getting to kind of feel like we're living in that city. But down here definitely is more shops, more restaurants, and then the big beach. And so it's really cool getting to be able to come down here. And there are little moped rentals and stuff, so that is an option, so you don't have to take a taxi to feel trapped up top of the mountain if you're going to be staying up there.
I belong to you. Do just what you want. You're the one I trust, and I always be around when I need some loving, baby. No one else. Yeah. Let you down.
We climbed to the top of this hill where this church is, and we have a really pretty view of the whole beach and the whole port area from up here, so this is awesome. And so from what we read, this beach here at the port is the main beach of the island, just because it's right by the port. It's where tourists come mostly, and this one's a really pebbly beach, so that's kind of cool. But we looked online and there's like 17 beaches on this whole island. We went to one the other day, and then there are some that are hard to get to, some that are easy to get to, some it looks like you just have to go by boat or you have to hike in, some you can drive to, and there's different kinds of sand and pebbles on all these beaches. So there's a really neat array of a lot of different kinds of beaches around here.
So like we've mentioned, we are staying in the capital of Kia, but there are other little towns on the island. So the one we just got dropped off is like the main port area, and then we're walking around the along the coast here, and we're going to be going to another one because we drove by it and it looks really neat, and there's other beaches over here. And so that one is super pebbly and there's not a lot of people on it, but this one straight ahead looks like it's more sandy and there's quite a bit more people. So we're just going to mosey around and see what kind of shops and stores this little town has, and then also what the beaches are like. But it's only like a 20-minute to 30-minute walk just along the coast here to the other beaches. But it's a beautiful, beautiful weather here too, so it's not hard to walk and get around.
Now it's time to just relax by the beach. We're leaving the beach that we've been hanging out on for a few hours now, and
we want to eat dinner down here on the coast, so we still have some time to kill. So rather than having to go through the normal disappointments of leaving a beach and being sad that you have to leave the beach, we're just going to walk to some other beaches along the other side, closer to the port. It seems like some ones that we saw this morning and some other little ones that we may have seen along the way, so we're going to check those out. But this was a really, really cool beach. It wasn't like super overcrowded, and there was like a few tourists, but it seemed like everybody else was Greek. But amazingly clear waters, and it was still a little bit cold, but you get used to it pretty quickly once you dunk. And if you lay out and you like get warm from the sun, of course it feels really good to get in there and cool off a little bit. So just incredibly beautiful beaches and beautiful water. Really fun to swim and hang out on these beaches. So just off of the street, we found a little trail that comes down to the cliffs, and there's like a little cave that I just found underneath the road. So I'm gonna climb down and try to check that out a little bit. Whoa, it's cool. The water's got like a really cool like emerald green color down here, and the cave goes in. It looks like there might be like a little smaller one, and like maybe you can go farther underwater. I can't really tell. It doesn't go as deep as I thought initially, but it is really cool. But the water's still crystal clear.
Was it amazing?
It was amazing. Yeah, no, it really looks like there's this, like you can go underwater, like further deep into a cave, and the cave kind of stops above water right there. But the water is like this really cool, like emerald green right here rather than crystal clear blue. But you can still see super deep. It looks like it's super deep. I don't know how deep it is, but I'm sure you could do cliff jumping and stuff here. So we just ran to a quick little grocery store, and I was able to get these bad boys. So now I'm gonna finally get to see under the water and see all the sea life. So let's go hit the water once again and see what we can find. Can't stay down very long. These goggles are some of the worst purchases I've ever made. They won't stay on, they don't stay out of, they don't stay unfilled with water, and they don't stay clear, so I can't see anything. At least we tried.
They were very cheap. We just got done with swimming for today. Lots of swimming. It was really fun. We got to see 2 different beaches. This beach, the sand was a lot more compact, but also had really pebbly side. A lot bigger beach, but still not crowded at all. And then the first beach felt a little more secluded, still like not for any people, but a lot more just to see in the water, a little more clear and kind of shaded. And so that was really fun. I think that one was my favorite of that we've done today.
Yeah, because that's now 3 beaches that we've gotten to explore on this island. In our last video, we also got to see another one that we hiked to. So if you haven't watched that, check that out. But that's my favorite one so far. Really beautiful, great things all around it, restaurants and chairs and stuff to lounge on.
Tons of chairs. That was really fun. I liked that.
Yeah, so this island has been awesome getting to explore it and just find, because there are still, I think, 14 other beaches that we haven't gone to, and we won't get to go to all of them, even close, but it's been really fun. All of them have been almost empty, not many people there at all, which has also been great. But yeah, so we hope that you've enjoyed seeing this island so far and some of the beaches that we've gotten to explore here on Kia. And if you have, go ahead and hit the like button and also subscribe so you can keep up with more of our adventures, because we're going to have more videos coming out, and we would love to have you traveling with us.
Night.